Hey there, Greg Smith here, and in this video we're going to look at the magic move for your downswing transition that's going to allow you to generate tons of speed in your golf swing, tons of lag, so you can hit the ball longer and straighter than ever before. Okay, so what are we talking about with transition? Well, basically we're talking about the change of direction in your golf swing. We're moving from backswing, where we've created a bit of load into the trail side and lots of rotation, into that downswing move and how we come into impact. Well, what we'll know, I'm sure you've heard this before, the best ball strikers are going to get the club so it approaches the ball initially from the inside. We're going to see shallow, we're going to see lag angles. So when we're talking about lag, if we're thinking about it from a two-dimensional point of view, it's the angle between the club shaft and this lead arm as we start to come into the downswing. And when we get this shallow, I'd also add hand arc as well. So I'd want to see the hands coming from the inside. When we can get that move working nicely and coming from the inside, that's when we're going to see lots of power to the swing. We're also going to see the club starting to approach the ball. So it's going to come from the inside. It's going to start to square up and then work its way back in. Now, that's not easy to do, and a lot of golfers struggle with this. A lot of golfers feel in their downswing that as they start the downswing move, they don't get this inside hand arc, this dropping of the hands, and they don't get the shallow of the club. It goes this way, and that causes problems. That gets the club coming from out to in, coming into impact. That's going to cause weak slices, or in best case, it's going to be a fade. It's not the best way to hit the golf ball. So we've got to get that kind of inside hand arc and that shallow as well. But that's only part of the story, because to get the lag, we could get loads and loads of inside move here and loads of shallow. But if we just continue from there and just hit out to the right, well, we might get a nice draw. It might start right of target and draw back, but it's not going to have much power, because what we need to do then is we need to then pull this club back online through the motion of the clearance. The clearance of the hips coming into impact then pulls the club back online. And knowing this might help you with the idea of this inside club delivery, because basically what we're trying to do in this downswing, and again, this is what the best players in the world will do. If you ask for a magic move, the one key thing that the best ball strikers do, I would say it's this. They work really well at getting the club shallowing and coming inside and having an initial inside approach of the club coming into the ball, but then they pull the club back online through the clearance of the hips. So basically, they get the club planed up first. The club's coming from in here, and then the clearance of the hip whips it back round. And that's how we create the lag. So if you like, the idea of the shallow and the idea of this inside hand arc really is just the prep for the swing. This is lining it up. If we hold this position and hold on to these angles through impact, we're not going to get a lot of speed. But if we can get the club coming from in here and really shallow in and an inside hand arc, but we then let the left hip come round and we let the hands release, then that's where we get all the power. So the shallow and the hand arc is kind of the load and the lining up of the swing, but the clearance of that pelvis and the release of the hands, that's then where we get the speed. And you only get the club head speed, you're only going to get that once you get this pelvis and this release happening nicely. So my suggestion to you is to go away and first of all start working on trying to get this kind of inside approach. Maybe get some strong into out club paths where the ball really starts right to target and really starts to swing its way back round, or even if it just stays out right and becomes a bit of a push. And then, only then, when you've mastered that hand arc and that shallow, then start to think about pulling this pelvis round, get this lead hip coming out the way, and the effect of that will pull the club from being too much inside then to back online, and that's then when we get all this lag. So let's see if I can put it together. Okay, so if you can achieve that inside hand arc and that nice shallow, but then use the movement of the pelvis to pull that club round square, You're going to be able to deliver the club squarely into the ball at impact. Nice square club face, nice square path, but you're going to have tons of speed as well. Hope you found that useful. If you did, please give the video a like and share. You might also want to subscribe to my YouTube channel to receive notifications of when I upload new videos on how to transform your golf swing. Thanks for watching.